I'm Sean Elliott, a reconstructive urologist specializing in the surgical care of adults with neurogenic bladder. One of the surgeries we do is a Mitrofanoff, and when that Mitrofanoff scar's shut, we can do a Mitrofanoff revision. This video is about the Mitrofanoff revision surgery. A Mitrofanoff makes bladder catheterization easier. You catheterize through the navel, and you can do it even in a wheelchair to empty your bladder. Click below in the comments section to learn more about the basics of a Mitrofanoff in one of my other videos. When there's scar tissue that blocks the Mitrofanoff, a catheter cannot get in to empty the bladder. Here we show that Mitrofanoff relative to the skin and the abdominal muscle. The type of surgical repair we do for that Mitrofanoff scar tissue depends on the depth of the scar tissue. It's a more complicated surgery for longer scars. This video is divided up into the short, medium, and long scar tissue chapters. Let's start with the short length scar. Here we just cut a circle of skin around the Mitrofanoff stoma and remove the scar. This leaves a healthy pink tip of Mitrofanoff just below the skin. And then we can dunk the skin down to meet the tip of the Mitrofanoff. This kind of person would usually go home the same day as the surgery. Next, let's talk about a medium-length scar. Here the scar extends below the abdominal muscle. And in order to access it, we work from both the skin side but also from the inside of the abdomen, usually with a robot to remove the scar. We can then free up the bladder and the Mitrofanoff from the inside attachments so they can move to meet the skin. Someone would typically go home in 1 to 2 days after the surgery. Finally, let's talk about a long length scar. Here the scar extends almost down to the bladder. We have to remove the scar as we did in the last portion of the video, and now we have to bridge a long gap. To do that, we can build a Monty using a new piece of small intestine and attach it to the old one. Technically, a Mitrofanoff is made out of appendix, and when we use small intestine, it's called a Monty, and here we've attached one to the other. Another option is to remove the remaining bit of Mitrofanoff and start over with a long Monty that we build from scratch. We open the bladder muscle, sew the Monty to the bladder, and then close the muscle over the Monty to create a tunnel to prevent leakage. Check out all the videos and education materials at SeanElliottMD.com. That's Sean Elliott with 2 L's and 2 T's, MD.com. Or on YouTube on our Sean Elliott MD channel.